Hey Cancer, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the month of January, and of course any other time that you are guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if this message does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. Okay, so that's really important. Don't make the shoe fit if it doesn't fit. If it's not your story, simply go to another video. Okay, so today I'm going to basically be pulling the energy of just you and you only, Cancer. So this is not a love reading. This is for your spiritual guidance during this time. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull a card for your current energy, your challenges, and what you need to know. All right, and we'll see where that takes us. Okay. All right, what is in the air for Cancer during this time? Okay, this is your center. Choose wisely. This is the 7 of Cups. So you could be feeling emotionally conflicted at this time. You could be dreaming a lot and getting messages through your dreams as to what to choose. What's their challenge? Truth, judgment. So these options could have to do with what truth you need to have, or like what decision you need to make. What do they need to know? There we go. Nice. We have firm foundation. This is the Emperor for what you need to know. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. This is suffering in silence. So you guys could be, suffering in silence right now as to maybe this emotional confusion that you're feeling over here. Let me just make some room here. Yeah, you could be struggling with balance. So this is your background energy. So this is what's happening in the past, in your recent past. So yeah, you're in your head a lot. You're overthinking a situation, maybe too much, and you're not expressing it to others. Like the card says, you're suffering in silence, and it could be to an unhealthy amount. It's really important to express yourself, Cancer. If you're holding in something that needs to be let out, or if you are just going through something where you don't feel comfortable expressing yourself, you don't have to express everything to someone. It could just be like a little bit, at least make you feel that you're not holding it all inside, so you don't have to suffer in silence, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe you feel like no one's going to understand, or you'd rather not let people in with your problems, but I can tell you it's so much better to express yourself, no matter how vulnerable or silly you may feel expressing yourself. But do be careful with who you decide to express yourself, because not everyone has your best interest in mind. And yes, some people won't understand where you're coming from. And that may be a reason why you are suffering in silence, because you feel like not everyone is going to understand you. But I mean, you should at least have one person that you can confide in. Yeah, look at that. Throat chakra right underneath that. So the throat chakra, when the throat chakra is blocked, you're not able to express yourself. And then we have the shadow here. This is the moon. So you could be going through some dark times right now, Cancer, and you're not letting anybody in. The moon speaks of, the hidden depths of emotions. And this is like telling me that you're really holding in your emotions. And then we have power here. This is strength. And there's like strength in keeping this all inside too, you know? Like that takes a lot of strength to let it fester instead of just releasing it, you know? But it's a lot better to release it than to hold on to it. It can affect your health if you're holding it in too much. Yeah, so let me read what it says for the throat chakra on this guidebook I have here. Color light blue, sound hum. So when you meditate, make the sound hum. You know, really elongate it too, like hum. Element sound, gland the thyroid. Keywords I speak. This chakra is of course located in the throat area. Communication, sound, creativity, and the ability of clairaudience, inner hearing, are associated with it. Many artists, speakers, writers, singers, and individuals involved in the creative arts will often have active throat chakras. To balance and stimulate this energy center, try humming, chanting, or singing out loud. It's a great tonic. Most important, if you have something to say, please speak up. When this area is fully activated, don't be surprised if you suddenly become creatively inspired. All right, so just wanted to share that because I think it's important to know that. All right, so let's see what you're overthinking. What is making you feel like you're in your thoughts too much? You could be having nightmares too. That's what the Nine of Swords is. You know, it's anxiety, it's depression. It's, you know, not the best energy, but hey, it happens to the best of us. Not trying to downplay your situation or anything, but you know, I'm just here to help you guys. All right, let's see. Why the Nine of Swords for Cancer as the background energy? Temperance, patience, healing. Let me have the Eight of Swords over here. So you could be having impatience with divine timing. Maybe you guys are feeling fed up, especially with the current events that we're in. You guys could, you know, be taking it a little bit harder than others as to, you know, when are things gonna feel a little bit normal again, or when are we gonna be free from our cages? You know, a lot of you could be feeling like you're suffering from that. And temperance here is all about divine timing, so you could be struggling with that right now. But I do feel that you are healing it, or at least trying to, with temperance. That does take time, so do have patience with yourself during this time, Cancer. And then, yeah, the Eight of Swords is basically the same thing, okay? Trapped in fear. And then right underneath that is the Sun. So once you're able to tackle this and release these mental shackles, you will unlock your happiness, Cancer. But that is going to take some time. So like I said, be easy on yourself. Don't get frustrated with yourself that you're stuck in the Nine of Swords energy. I know that's like there's no magical cure as to how you can get out of it. But I feel like, you know, do seek advice and help from someone you can trust. All right, so what's at the center of you right now is the Seven of Cups. This is choose wisely, like it says. So this card speaks of scatter energy, that you may have too many choices and it's making you feel inconsistent and like you're not able to make a choice. You know, you have a lot of options and that can make someone feel erratic. And I feel like it's because you're overthinking it. You know, it's like when you sit too long with your thoughts as to what decision to make, yeah, you could be at a crossroads for sure. You know, it leaves you feeling emotionally confused. And I feel like you're struggling with finding your balance. So let's see what you are having to choose from. But yeah, if you notice like the photo, like there's like this way, that way, and this way, and that way, and this way, and that way. It's like, you know, make the decision. I feel like the two birds here, like they know where they're going. Maybe there's somebody in your life that you want to go with to the north, you know? So if you are already thinking of something and you already have an idea of where you want to go, maybe stick to that hunch, you know? Don't overthink it. I feel like your intuition already knows. You already know the answer, but I feel like because you have so many options, it could be hard to choose it. But follow your heart, you know? Trust your instincts and trust your gut. Okay, why the Seven of Cups as their center? The Nine of Cups? Yeah, you know the answer. You know what your wish fulfillment is. Here we go again with the choices and the planning. With the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Nine of Cups. So I like that because it goes from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups and then to the Nine. So I think you know where you're going. Maybe it does have to do with this partnership that you're feeling. Maybe it's your heart's desire. It's a love connection, platonic or romantic. But it's your wish fulfillment. Whatever you feel that is your wish, as I'm speaking to you right now, Cancer, that is your answer. No matter how much you may have to plan it, no matter how much the distance with the Two of Wands, you know, this could be an option that requires traveling, planning, you know, creating ways to get there. But don't be afraid of that. I feel like you do know what the answer is. Let's get one more card. What is this wish fulfillment? Yeah, you know it. The High Priestess. This is all about an inner knowing. Yeah, and it does have to do with love. Look at this. Ace of Cups. And the reason you may be feeling hesitant about it is because we have the Death card here. This speaks of transformation and change. Maybe it's a really big change that you are hesitant about because it's going to change everything in your life. And that could be scary, you know? Not saying it's not scary, but the best things in life come through these transformations that we allow because we embrace taking risks. You know, if this is a risk, I feel like you have to take it, Cancer. There's just no other way. So choose wisely. Do you want to stay stagnant in your current life, or do you want a passionate new beginning that you've always wanted with the Nine of Cups? It's like this is your wish fulfillment. This connection. Okay, oh my God, look at this. So you see these two birds right here, these two lovebirds? Wasn't I just saying that it may be some sort of partnership that you're feeling? I'm getting that same energy here. So it could be a divine partnership, a connection that you feel strongly about. It could be a very psychic and intuitive connection with the High Priestess here. There's that third eye. I feel like your throat chakra is blocked, but your third eye is like wide open. And I feel like that's what you're struggling with the Nine of Swords over here, because, you know, you're trying to heal parts of yourself before you can express maybe this love. Maybe it's this connection that you're having trouble expressing how you feel. And it's like keeping you up at night. Because you know you have to express it. Because it's your wish fulfillment. It's like what you want. And you have a lot of love to give, and this other person has a lot of love to give. Like it's an equal amount of love. Yeah, it's not here, but I'm feeling the Two of Cups. Like it might as well be here. And it's like I said, yeah, a strong psychic connection, very spiritual connection. All right, so that's what you're feeling. So your challenge is judgment, truth. So maybe this is a hard pill for you to swallow, that this is where you're meant to go. And if you are struggling with change, you know, it makes sense that this revelation, this awakening of sorts could be difficult for you to process. Especially if love wasn't at the forefront, but now all of a sudden it is. It could be throwing you off your balance for sure. yeah, I feel like you're definitely going through a spiritual awakening. This card is very popular in these readings, but I'm going to say the same thing that I mentioned in the other readings. But if you notice the way she's dressed, she has like a little bag there, and then she's dressed like she's been on a journey. So I feel like you are going through a spiritual journey. However, with you, it's on your challenge. So I feel like you're struggling with this spiritual journey. Maybe some of you were not so spiritually inclined, and all of a sudden it's like coming out of nowhere, and it could throw you off for sure. You know, spiritual awakenings are not always easy because it's like you're opening your eyes to a different way of thinking, and that can definitely throw somebody off, especially if you're used to listening to your voice of reason. You know, there's no voice of reason when it comes to spirituality. It's all about feeling. So that could throw you off, and that could be difficult on what your truths were and what your beliefs were. You know, if everything was very practical and mundane for you for the longest time, it could be hard for you to accept that there's a higher power of truth that cannot be seen but felt. Yeah, like look how she's going into the ethers here. That's definitely a spiritual awakening. And you know, maybe that's why you're suffering in silence too, because if you don't have people surrounding you that are spiritually inclined, if you're going at this alone, it could be very difficult. Yeah, look at this. Two of Swords. Okay, but there's good news. You're going to be successful. You're going to overcome these obstacles, but you got to let it go of that negative voice in your head, or these negative habits. Whatever's keeping you back from fully ascending, you got to let go of that. But I feel like you're going to be successful with the Six of Wands here. Okay, but whatever this like dark energy that doesn't let you move forward, I see you overcoming it. But maybe right now you're struggling with that still. You could be going back and forth. It's like the little, you know how there's like an angel on your shoulder and then the devil on the other shoulder? Like that's kind of what I feel here with Judgment. Because Judgment represents like, you know, spirituality. Whereas the devil would be like, yeah, the little devil on your shoulder telling you to go back to your old ways, you know, to succumb to temptation. And I feel like you could be struggling with that, going back and forth a lot as to what is your truth, right? I think I did mention you're like at a crossroads. Did I say that over here? But yeah, this is what that card represents, the crossroads. You're at a challenge with the crossroads of what to choose, because your heart is telling you one thing, but then your mind is telling you something else. You know, you always have to listen to your heart, Cancer. No matter how scary that may be. I know some of you fear getting your heart broken again. That's why you're kind of at a crossroads here. But I feel like I always say this for Cancer. It's like the past isn't going to repeat itself if that's what you think is going to happen. Yeah, look at that. The past. This is the Five of Cups. This speaks of old wounds, past wounds. So just as I was saying, the past is not going to repeat itself. Yeah, like that shadiness that you dealt with in the past, where somebody may have broken your heart. This new person over here, that's not them. Because look at that, we have the Queen of Cups. This person that you're over here manifesting is everything you've ever wanted. Nine of Cups. Everything you've ever wanted in a person, that's what this is. Even for you, okay? It doesn't have to be about the other person. It's like even your own healing, okay? We have Temperance here. This is all about healing. Everything you've ever wanted in yourself to be for in a partnership, that's also here. It's like an equal give and take, like I said. You just have to trust it. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups. I'm not even shuffling the cards yet, but they keep popping up. So, yeah, do you want to choose your happiness, or do you want to go back to temptation and shadiness? Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. All right, let's see. What else can you tell me about the Two of Swords? The Empress. Wow. So for some of you, you may have been manifesting an Empress, or you are the Empress and you're struggling to accept that, especially if you are going through the spiritual ascension and you're having trouble accepting that you manifested this beautiful love here, and that this person is gonna, how do I say this? Yeah, it's gonna do you wrong. And you know, that comes from insecurity too, that you feel that somebody doesn't have the ability to love you as much as they should. Right, so this could be you doubting your side of the Empress here. And that's your truth. And that's what you're at a crossroads with. Either you manifested an Empress, or you are the Empress, Cancer. Take it as you will. But like I said, it's wholesome. This connection that you're feeling here is wholesome. Yeah, and then here's that fear of betrayal again with the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, it could have been a past relationship that betrayed you, and this past relationship is now like bleeding through this connection here. And it's not fair to this Empress to make her feel that there's going to be a failed relationship just because of the past. Like, you shouldn't judge the future based on what happened in the past. Yeah, because this past relationship was shady as fuck. Here's the Seven of Swords again. But this new connection here, it's like the opposite of that. All right, so what you need to know is the Emperor, firm foundation. If you've been working on yourself and you feel grounded and you feel that you have a firm foundation, then you are right. Then you should know that everything is as it should be. Here we have the Empress, and then this is the Emperor. So that's a true pair right there, right? And I did say that I felt the Two of Cups, even though it's not here, I felt it. And like, this is a true match. And you could be struggling. So for the feminines, what you need to know is that this connection that you're feeling, you are connected to an Emperor, okay? Your divine masculine. And if this is a masculine watching, then you need to know that you are the masculine, and you should know that you are worthy of love, because you've done the work. You've, paid your dues. You are strong. You are powerful. You are in control of yourself, first and foremost. And that this person over here that you've manifested is your other half, your Empress. Okay, obviously, you both complete each other. I mean, how do I say this? Like, the beauty of the Emperor and the Empress is that they're whole within themselves first, and then they come into union. Okay, I'm not saying like, oh, you guys complete each other, although you do, but you know what I mean? It's like, the beauty is that you guys found happiness within yourselves first before you could come together. And that's what's being worked on right now. If you guys are not in union yet, it's because it's still being healed with Temperance here, with divine timing. Because, yes, someone is still suffering in silence and not expressing how they feel. So until, you graduate into being the Emperor or the Empress, that's when this divine love can come together, is what I'm feeling here. But you guys have to stop thinking negatively and thinking of the past. Stop thinking of the past betrayals, because that's not this. This is not this person at all. All right, let's see. Nice. So the Emperor, whether this is you, Cancer, or the person that you're connected with, You guys are both soul searching right now. You are soul searching right now, Cancer. And you need to know that. The Hermit, that's what this is about. You guys are spending time alone, away from people. The Hermit is very to himself, you know, and I feel that you guys are withholding your energy because you don't want anything but the real thing. And as soon as I pulled that, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a wise investment. Right underneath that, we have the Ten of Cups again, making an appearance. So, yeah, I mean, look at that card. This is what you can have, Cancer, if you just believed in yourself and in this connection. I feel like for Cancers, it's never the intention to become a love reading, but it always comes into the center. I feel like because you guys do need more advice on it, especially if you are suffering in silence. I feel like Spirit wants to tell you that it's okay to express your love. Yeah, because this is the real deal. Like you both are, in the Hermit energy, and like you're only going to come out of Hermit energy when you're ready and when this is being offered to you. And when you're ready to offer it. So that's beautiful. I love that for you guys. 2021 is your year. I feel it. There's definitely like an ascension, like your growth is admirable. Like you've really done the work, Cancer. Don't sell yourself short. Okay, I know this is like looming in the back of your mind, but just let it go, release it. Work on your throat chakra and express your love. It is safe for you to love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I'm seeing all these romance angel cards in my mind's eye, and that's what I'm saying. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to end it there. Just going to finish it off with a fairy oracle card. See what they have to say for Cancer. Whoa, this is the longest reading I've done, but I just said what I had to say. What does Cancer need to know? See, there's that throat chakra blockage again. Like when the cards don't come out fast, it's because you just have to do a little extra work to get you guys to open up. There we go. And we have two. That's beautiful. All right, we have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Yeah, we did have intuition here with the High Priestess. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. See, inner wisdom, intuition. So you know the answer, Cancer. You do. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. All right, I'm going to end that there, Cancer. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that others receive this message and it helps support the channel. I love you guys. Please take care, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.